Yeah, and thank you so much, Chanley. As those protests continue, the Dodgers Stadium, Dodgers MLB, they're saying that dozens of federal agents were seen near Dodger Stadium yesterday, and they denied them entry into the ballpark.
But ICE says we weren't there. What are you talking about? We weren't looking to go there, and we weren't there. But that didn't stop the Dodgers. The way they posted things saying it was false. We can go back and forth if you want. This morning, ICE agents came to Dodger Stadium, requested permission to access lots. They were denied entry into the grounds by the organization. Tonight's game will be played as scheduled. Now, the ICE came back and said false. We were never there. Homeland came back and said this had nothing to do with the Dodgers. CBP vehicles were in the stadium parking lot very briefly, unrelated to any operations or any enforcement. It reminds me of this. If you ever see police, they will get together in parking lots and confer about would-be threats or what type of things or person. That's probably what it was. You got this huge parking lot in the middle of nowhere. It's called Dodger Stadium.
You're exactly right, Brian. Look, ICE and other law enforcement teams have to find areas to stage, right? They're staging, they're doing whatever, they're trying to move it. So basically, DHS is saying, look, they were just in the parking lot, had nothing to do with it, but yet it triggered the protesters' fever pitch out there in L.A. They go and rush to the Dodgers parking lot and start protesting. Listen to what some of them said.
The Dodgers! The Dodgers!
Well, the reason they're saying that, the Dodgers organization faced a lot of criticism from the protesters because the protesters wanted the Dodgers, the Major League Baseball team, to speak out against the ICE raids. And CA Rising, which is one of these organizations that's protesting, a representative said the largest economic engine in this area is silent. Wake up, do better. We know you can. But they're a sporting team. I don't know why anyone would expect them to get involved in this.
You should not.
No.
You know, the MLS tends to be way left. I saw in Austin FC, they were holding up signs. And we saw the women's soccer team out in Los Angeles say we're the U.S. immigrants and played with new jerseys on. You know, I guess they were afraid their goalie was going to be deported. So now you have a situation where they're asking the Dodgers, a big, huge Hispanic area where Dodger Stadium's located, you know, Hispanic presence there. But if you notice, those days of saying the Hispanic community is against illegal immigration are over. They don't want criminals in their midst anyway. And looking at crackdown on illegals, making that synonymous with crackdowns on Hispanics, I think we have sobered up to that. That was back in 2010 when the conversation was new.
But the problem, Brian, and the reason why there's this 500% increase on threats against ICE is you have politicians from Tim Walz to Hakeem Jeffries, a minority leader, calling ICE agents Gestapo, likening them to Nazis.
Take the masks off.
And it's all, at the end of the day, just an attack on Trump.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.